Um, I want to talk about something serious, and I would say this pertains to people who are younger. Do not let any of society, what you see, get you on this kick of red pill. That is such a dangerous avenue. And the reason why I say that is because, when I was coming up, back in my day, stuff was, I mean, for people who live this kind of lifestyle, that whole incel, MGTOW, red pill, matrix type thing, it still was the same, I would say, for people like that. What you see today is it was the same thing that was back then. It just went under a different name. And the dangerous thing when it comes to living this kind of lifestyle is that you begin to develop connections that aren't true connections. You understand what I'm saying? Like you start to connect with total strangers who you really don't know from a can of paint. And it will be for superficial reasons. I'm going to do another broadcast when it comes to this because, I want to talk about this. I think this is very serious. Um, and I'm here to say that it's not a healthy thing to do that. Me being older, I understand that, I reflect upon it and then I can see the error of my ways when it comes to, hey man, this is something you should never get involved in. But I think somebody who's younger really doesn't know how to process all the emotions that come with that. I'm trying to save you from a bunch of unnecessary heartache and confusion and emotional pain, which goes further than physical pain because, it just hits differently. And, you know, one of the things that was a problem when it comes to how I grew up is that, I would form these various bonds with people who I truly did not know. They did not know me. It was of no significance. But that's kind of how people socialize. People like it's not something strictly for those who live this kind of a lifestyle. No, it's actually something very commonplace. Very commonplace. Welcome to whoever's watching. And I just want to say that, you have to really watch that kind of thinking simply because, it's very unhealthy. And I will say, later down the line in life, it's going to cause you much more pain to have that kind of mindset, that clingy kind of it's a very weird mindset to where you gravitate towards people who you like for superficial reasons, but you can't form any kind of lasting bond, or you see these people go about their lives and it's something that does not include you because number one, shoot, notifications. It's something that really is not, you know, for you. Um, and when I was younger, people told me about this. I didn't pay much attention to them simply because I thought they were just, well, they were making fun of me at the same time. They were trying to give me advice, so call that what you want, and I have a video about that. I can re-upload it to YouTube, but, I wasn't trying to hear it going back then. They were like, oh, Clue, you're being silly. When you grow up, you'll understand. They said that kind of stuff to me while mocking me at the same time. And I wasn't trying to hear it back then. But, they made a lot of sense. They made a lot of sense, because, it's like, and what can I say? Like, you should only invest yourself emotionally in those who have the same attitude as you. Don't connect with people who have no connection to you. That is such a very emotionally damaging thing to do. Like you put people on a pedestal that they really, don't deserve. You see, as I see a black screen. Yeah, I mean, you can check out my previous videos. Normally, I would do this video, in front of a computer, but I just right now I'm just in a room by myself right now, so that's why it's just a black screen. Um, but I just wanted to comment to this point, and I will, go live talking about this kind of stuff. But I just had to get this off my chest for right now. And, you know, because I truly do think that I kind of set myself up for disappointment, an obvious one, something that was painful. I mean, it's like, you should learn your lesson when it comes to that kind of stuff. But, I mean, what can I say? But at least I know what it is. At least I understand what I'm dealing with. But I will say for those who are younger, who live this kind of a lifestyle, do not engage in self deception. Do not sit up there and connect with anyone who doesn't have the same attitude or resolve or really concern as you do. Like, you'll save yourself a lot of confusion. But that's all I'm going to say when it comes to this video. That being said, you all have a good one. Feel free to like and subscribe and check out my previous videos. I'm on camera with those videos, and I will be, with other videos. It's just I'm laying down right now. It's nighttime. What can I say? And I got to be up early. So I'll catch y'all later. Yeah, my camera's blacked out because I'm not trying to be on camera right now. I'm really sitting in my bed with my phone talking to it. It's literally at that level. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later on a video camera. You'll see me on there, or you can check my previous videos. I'll catch you guys later. Definitely feel free to subscribe.